Hi, this is Vinnieart. I'm a former lead designer for McFarlane Toys, Diamond Select, Toy Biz. I'm also a comic book creator, and all the books you see here are from my company, Mella Art World. Please stay tuned for the end of the video and find out how to get these great books. Okay, so this figure is a McFarlane Toys figure based off of the Witcher Netflix series starring Henry Cavill. And much like this show, it's lacking a lot. And my biggest gripe is with the head sculpt. So we're going to be covering this one. It's not an awful figure. I do like the body on it. There's a couple of pluses, but there's a lot of negatives as well. And yeah, we'll cover it. But I do think the packaging is really nice. It's different from the Wild Hunt video game ones that they released, which are also on my channel if you want to check out those reviews. But yes, I think this figure is better than those other ones in terms of like the scaling of the swords. Well, the hilt on the sword is way better on this figure than on the other ones. Okay, so here he is out of the packaging. And yeah, I know I was going on about the sword, but that really pissed me off with the other figures because they were gigantic hilts. I don't know, it was ridiculous. But here is, again, the figure himself. I think the body looks really good. Articulation's pretty nice on it. This was tricky as hell to shoot because that likeness is completely off. I tried to do my best to kind of, I don't know, light it in a certain way where you could kind of see a little bit more of the Cavill features in there. But yeah, you're going to be hearing it a lot throughout this review. Was not a fan of what they did. So this is everything that he comes with. We'll start off with the cloak. And it's okay for what it is, but there's going to be kind of issues, and I'll cover that, including the hood. The hood should have been way bigger in order to have it kind of flap down the right way. And instead, you're going to have that point poking up in the air. I don't know, unless you want to put a stitch into it itself, fold it over. It's going to be up to you guys. I'm sure there's a lot of people who know how to customize, and they could do a better job. Here's his sword. Beautiful paint applications. It's a nice sculpt. But why does he only have one sword? We know in the show he had two. So why did they go cheap on it? It makes no sense. There is some warping in the blade itself. You could see in the front of it. It's kind of all wavy. But again, the paint application is way better on this one. Maybe if you heat this one up, you could straighten it out a little bit better. And here's the figure. And who is that? Because that's not Henry Cavill. That looks like, I don't know, some Greek guy or something. That's Alexei from Greece with his big bushy eyebrows. I don't know. Paint application is awful. The hair is, well, the way it plugs in looks terrible. But the sculpt work itself, like on the top of the head and on the back of it, flows nicely. Again, good texturing all over with the costume. There's not really much paint applications because it's mostly black. It was supposed to be. It's what it was in the show. They could have put some gloss on certain parts, but they didn't. The Witcher necklace piece is great. Yeah. So here for articulation, he's got some movement there. It does have a ball joint with it's a dumbbell joint with a ball joint at the base of the neck. Shoulders are fine. Goes all the way around. You got a bicep cut. The double hinge on the elbow. He's got that big ball joint, the standard McFarlane kind of crappy looking one for the wrist, but it's got okay articulation. The waist, it's pretty tight. It's not as soft as the other Witcher figure that they did, so I don't know how much, if he does have a proper crunch in there, but the split's really nice. He's got a nice thigh cut up there. Finally, they did it in a more smart way. Double hinge for the knee, but movement is limited. I guess just because of how they sculpted it. And he's got the ball joint for the ankle, which is fine. It's got rocker, and it has the toe articulation. So all in all, that's not too bad. The waist, you might want to heat it up or play around with, but you might get more movement out of that. That head, though. Ugh. So, and here he is with the cloak on as well. And again, The other major problem with this is that they pinned and glued the sheath for the sword into his back. That was ridiculous, because now, I mean, he's got a big lump back there. You can't really, I don't know. It doesn't look right. But yeah, like I said, I'm sure you could, take it off if you're a customizer. You know what you're doing. I say go for it. But yeah, that's I don't know, the best kind of look that you could kind of find. And here's also a HD shot of it. And here is Geralt next to Ciri from the Wild Hunt Witcher 3 video game. But again, this is the McFarlane video game one that they did. And yeah, scaling is fine. I think it looks pretty good. But again, you can see how thick the hilt is on her sword. And yeah, that really pissed me off about those figures. But she's still pretty nice. If you find her, I do recommend it. I think she's a pretty decent figure. And if you're a fan of the series, obviously. But yeah, and I'll be showing you the two Geralts next to one another as well right here. So yeah, that's from, again, the Wild Hunt Witcher 3 video game design. That's what that figure is based off of. And I think that head sculpt was really fantastic. In fact, I'm going to be showing you guys a swap out of the heads. And I think it's going to be kind of the way I go with this when I pose it, because I really cannot stand that Henry Cavill head sculpt, because it doesn't look like him. It looks like something else. And I don't know who it's supposed to be. But you get a license like that, and you don't get in-house sculptors to sculpt it. You still outsource to China that entire figure. That was stupid. That was really stupid. So here is the other head. The video game based design head is on the Henry Cavill body, and I think this is way better. This is a million times better. And yeah, because I didn't like the colors on the video game one. And yeah, I do like the body in this one, so I think this is how I'm going to be displaying it. I might have to buy another one of those figures and get that head on the other guy, maybe. I don't know. But regardless, I think this look is fantastic. Yeah, this head's a million times better. So what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments section. But if you do want to swap them out, there is, like I said, the ball joint, kind of dumbbell joint. So one end's got the big ball joint, the other one goes straight up into the head. And yeah, what you got to do is basically, again, that head was awful. Yeah, you could just pop off that peg, be kind of, gentle with it, and just put it into one direction, and it should pop out easily. And right now, this one's just resting on it, but I'll use sort all together. I'll show you again some more shots. And you do get full range of articulation. It's easy peasy. Excellent stuff. Here's an HD shot. Just really beautiful, And yeah, that head for that werewolf beast thing came with the other Geralt. So yeah, I think if you do just, slight customization, this figure is super fantastic. But yeah, you got to get rid of the not Henry Cavill head sculpt. Get rid of that. And yeah, swap them out, and I think you're good. So yeah, this is the way I'm going to be displaying it for sure, because that looks fantastic. So good. Yeah, and that beast head is really great. I know they did another version to the video game one where he's got a different colored suit, a different sculpted hand with fire, and I think another a beast head, like some kind of griffin or something. I seen it in passing, but I didn't pick it up. And for those who wanted to see the Henry Cavill head on the other body, there you have it. Yeah, if you push a little too much, I think the neck looks a lot shorter on that body. But yeah, like I said, all in all, it's still okay if you want to do it like that. Some people might like the head sculpt. Maybe they found one with a good paint application. But for me, I saw 3 of them in the store, and out of all 3 of them, that was the best head sculpt. There was one that it looked like he had a unibrow. The paint application was so bad. And the other one, like the hair peg was like completely lifted on one side. Just awful. But yeah, again, here he is with the cape. And yeah, it's like I said, the video game version. So yeah, just with the Netflix body, and I think that's the way to go. And you got like a perfect Geralt figure, in my opinion. I like my heroes wearing black. So there you go. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Would you be picking him up? Are you interested? Kind of keep it about the figures, not so much about the show. So wrapping up, again, I'm a fan of The Witcher. I have some issues with this show. Could be a lot better. This last season, at least there was more of him, and I like that they finally got into the Siri stuff. But yeah, overall, the design of this costume is really good. I always did like that. But yeah, obviously that head sculpt isn't Cavill's. That's either some Greek guy or some Mexican guy. I don't know what they did, but this is the second time McFarlane has done a Henry head sculpt, and they missed the mark completely. The Superman figures from the Justice League, I think they screwed up the faces on those as well. And I know they're capable of doing the proper thing. I was a lead designer at that company, so I know what they could do. This is all outsourced to China, and you could see the quality. Again, they did a better job with the suit and textures and all that great stuff, but they cannot sculpt heads to save their lives. At least not for McFarlane. Third-party figures do a way better job. Remember to be kind to one another. The kick-ass way you create, collect what you like. Hi, this is Vinnie Tartamella, and we have Through the Woods hardcover book written by Frankie Tartamella. All the artwork is done by me. It's a beautiful hardcover book. Take a look at this fantastic artwork. This is 98 pages, ghost story. I think everyone's going to love this thing. It's amazing. And yeah, we have another fantastic project here, City of Venus. I wrote this one. I did all the artwork on it. Another fantastic project. I'm going to be putting a link in the description to all the videos. And yeah, so please check this one out. And thank you very much. Both of these books are available right now, and they ship immediately. So yeah, take a look at the size difference as well. One's more in a European format, and the other one's like a standard comic book. And we also have two beautiful art books here, volume 1 and 2. These are 52 pages each, and it just has just a whole bunch of different stuff in here, from your favorite characters, pinups, yeah, pretty much everything, and the kitchen sink. So yeah, these are also available, and they're on the City of Venus campaign.